the flyweight war just shook UFC Vegas, and you are not going to believe how it went down. Buckle up, because we're diving right into the heart of the action between Royval and Manel Kape. This was a night of pure adrenaline at the UFC Apex. Tonight's card was stacked from top to bottom, featuring some of the most exciting fighters in the sport. We had killers on the prelims and monsters on the main card, but let's be real, everyone was waiting for the main event. The tension was electric, as two of the flyweight division's best prepared to throw down. Kape loves to find his rhythm, pick his shots, and wait for that perfect moment to land a fight-ending blow. So the big question was, would Royval's brawling chaos overwhelm Kape's precision striking? As the bell for round one rang, the fight exploded. Royval came out like a cannonball, immediately pressuring Kape and looking for takedowns. The pace was insane, with wild exchanges and scrambles on the mat. Kape had to use all his defensive skills to stay out of trouble, landing sharp counters whenever Royval rushed in. Big round set a blistering tone for what was to come. Rounds 2 and 3 saw a fascinating chess match unfold. The momentum started to swing back and forth. Royval continued his relentless pressure, but Kape began to find his timing, landing cleaner and more powerful strikes. There were moments where both men were rocked, and it felt like a finish could happen at any second. The crowd was on its feet as they traded heavy leather, each refusing to back down. This was high-level MMA at its absolute finest. As we headed into the championship rounds, the fight reached a fever pitch. Both fighters were visibly tired, but their spirits were unbreakable. The final attacks were desperate and powerful, with both men leaving everything they had in the octagon. We saw brutal clinch work against the cage and last-ditch efforts to land that one perfect shot. It was a war of attrition right up to the final bell. After 5 rounds of non-stop action, it all came down to the judges' scorecards. Tension was unbearable as Bruce Buffer read the decision. And the winner, by a razor-thin split decision, was Royval. The crowd erupted as his hand was raised. It was a victory earned through sheer heart and an unbreakable will to win. So what does this mean for the flyweight division? For Royval, this massive win puts him right back in the title conversation. He has proven once again that he is one of the toughest matchups for anyone at 125 pounds. Social media is already buzzing with talk of a potential title shot or another top contender fight. For Kape, it's a tough loss, but his stock doesn't drop. He showed incredible skill and heart, proving he belongs at the top. And let's not forget the rest of the card. The co-main event saw Chikadze put on a striking clinic against Oleksiejczuk. We also had Almeida score another dominant win, and a thrilling battle between Lemos and Mackenzie Dern. The entire night delivered incredible fights from start to finish. What an unforgettable night of fights! If you love fast-paced, high-stakes MMA action, before the kickoff, let's set the stage. Boise State came into this game with a stellar season record, their offense firing on all cylinders. On the other side, Washington has been a defensive powerhouse all year, shutting down some of the best teams in their conference. This is a classic matchup of an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. The predictions have been all over the place, but everyone agrees on one thing. Keep your eyes on Boise's star quarterback and Washington's dynamic running back. These two are game changers, and they're ready to put on a show. The teams are warmed up, the crowd is roaring, and it's time for the LA Bowl to get underway. And we're off. The first half kicks off with both teams looking to make an early statement. Washington gets the ball first, and their running back immediately breaks loose for a huge gain, getting them deep into Boise territory. Just a few plays later, he punches it in for the first touchdown of the game. What a start for the Huskies! But don't count out the Broncos. Their quarterback responds with a brilliant drive of his own, connecting on a deep pass down the sideline. It's a perfectly thrown ball, and the receiver makes a spectacular catch. A few plays later, they answer with a touchdown of their own to tie the game. The back-and-forth action continues. Washington's defense steps up with a huge interception, completely shifting the momentum. They capitalize on the turnover, kicking a field goal to retake the lead. But Boise State's offense is just too explosive. Right before the half, their quarterback launches a bomb, a 50-yard prayer that finds its man in the end zone for another touchdown. It's an absolutely incredible play that sends the crowd into a frenzy. As we head into halftime, Boise State has a slim lead in what has been a thrilling first half of football. Welcome back to the halftime breakdown. The first half was a roller coaster, with both offenses putting on a clinic. Let's look at the stats. Boise State's quarterback has been nearly perfect, with over 200 yards passing and 2 touchdowns. For Washington, their running back has been the workhorse, racking up over 100 yards on the ground and a score. The biggest plays so far. That jaw-dropping 50-yard touchdown pass from Boise State is definitely number one, followed by Washington's momentum-swinging interception. The energy in this stadium is off the charts, and you can see the fans from both sides are loving every second of it. This game is still anyone's to win as we head into the second half. The third quarter begins, and the defenses decide to join the party. Both teams trade punts to start, with some massive hits and great open field tackles. 2. The intensity has been dialed up to a 10. But you can't keep these offenses quiet for long. Washington puts together a methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass beautifully. They march right down the field and cap it off with another rushing touchdown to reclaim the lead. Now it's the fourth quarter, and the pressure is on. With just minutes left on the clock, Boise State needs a score. Their quarterback stays calm under pressure, scrambling for a crucial first down on 3rd and long. He's putting the team on his back. He follows it up with another pinpoint pass, moving them into the red zone. The tension is unbearable. This is it. The final moments of the LA Bowl. Boise State is knocking on the door, but the Washington defense stands tall, forcing a 4th down. It all comes down to this one play. The snap. The pass. It's batted down at the line. Incomplete. The Washington sideline erupts. They've done it. An incredible defensive stand seals the victory. What a game! 3rd. The final score is Washington 28, Boise State 24. An absolute nail-biter from start to finish. Hats off to both teams for leaving it all on the field in one of the most exciting bowl games of the year. And that's a wrap on the LA Bowl 2025. Washington walks away with the championship after a hard-fought battle. What an unforgettable game filled with highlight reel plays and incredible drama. Congratulations to the Huskies on their victory and a fantastic season. Thanks for watching with us. If you enjoyed this breakdown, be sure to hit that like button. Share with your friends and subscribe for more college football highlights all season long. We'll see you next time.